I like to hide bases. That's no secret, I've made multiple videos on it. However, in today's episode, I've got a few more that I've not shown you before, and maybe you'll know these, and maybe you won't. Now, everything I hold very close to my heart is in a secret base inside this mountain. Ignore that for now, we'll get back to that later. But there are multiple ways, I've got about 4 or 5 ways to get into this secret base, and maybe some of them will be useful to you if you wanted to have a secret base entrance. Right, let's begin. So, the first one uses elytra, and of all things, an ender pearl. Now, this trick isn't easy to pull off. Basically, a while ago, I discovered that you can essentially phase through a single slab by using a well-timed ender pearl. Now, I'm a pretty confident flyer, and this doesn't always work for me, so I imagine that some people may struggle with this. But essentially what you do is you fly, and as you hit this, you fire an ender pearl. The trick is to make sure you have momentum. So, let's give this a go and see if I can pull it off. No. You gotta fly up relatively quick, and just as you touch it, you can fly through it. So, it's a very well-timed ender pearl along with a very fast rocket. So what I've done is essentially used this trick, and using a well-disguised, naturally generated cliff, I have got myself some slabs right there. So, let's see if I can do it again. Oh, absolutely, hello there. Absolutely nailed it. So here we are in my secret base. There are more entrances to reveal, and I know it's not much to look at, but everything I care about is in this room. Moving on to the next entrance method. Some of you may have heard of this before, but we essentially are going to be using the ender pearl again. Now, to get into my base, I have to remember the secret block, which I must admit, I don't think I can remember. Is it this one? No. You know, these videos would work a lot better if I... Oh, there we go! If I could remember the secret block. So, how did that work? Well, some of you may know this. I, in fact, learnt this trick from Etho. Basically, what we have is we have a bubble elevator column. You place your ender pearl inside it, and it floats there pretty much forever unless something goes wrong. When you activate this trapdoor, you activate the pearl and you teleport in. So essentially, the entrance is a magnificent teleporter. And all I've done is linked up that trapdoor to an observer on the outside, meaning whenever it is activated, and you can use any input you want, you teleport into your base. Now, the only thing you need to make sure of when you make these ender pearl stasis chambers is that you've got enough water, and I believe it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks. Otherwise, the ender pearl will hit the bottom and you will teleport. So there we go. Just make sure it's deep enough and it will sit there until activated. In our case, it's a spruce trapdoor. Okay, so that's 2 done. We got our flying one, we got our teleporting one. Now, what else have we got? This is where our random hut comes in. Now, this is a sort of decoy house. On the inside, you'll see that there's a shulker box and a block above it. Now, I use this in my Hermitcraft series, so this may be familiar, but essentially, if you put yourself between a shulker box and a block, and there's nothing underneath, you will fall straight through it. Meaning, if you cleverly disguise it, this could be a secret entrance into your base. Now, our next one only really works in this particular sort of biome, because it makes use of powdered snow. Now, powdered snow isn't exactly like normal snow, but it's pretty similar. And unless you're looking very, very closely, you may just miss it. Now, you can use this, obviously, just to fall straight through, or if you want to be a little bit more sneaky about it, you can create small walkways that allow you to get into your secret base. Now, I knew that was there, but you would normally walk straight past something like that. If you're worried about people falling in by accident, you can always activate the trash can. For anyone that falls down, that definitely shouldn't be. You can also do clever things using leather boots that are only accessible if you've got the right shoes on. I think there's more tricks with powdered snow, I just haven't found them yet. Now, the next way to get into your secret base, or indeed any base, is a trick that I feel like everyone knows, but perhaps doesn't use particularly often. Now, as long as you've got an ender chest, and to be fair with you, nearly all of these hidden bases require some kind of end game product. You know, elytra, you need lots of ender pearls available readily, you need a mumbo painting. All of these things require you to have got quite far in the game, and this is no different. So what you do need is a couple of ender chests. This is very important because you basically need to be able to dispose of them. So a stack wouldn't go amiss. All you do is set your spawn at your bed, and off we venture into the world. Now, let's say we're done with our adventuring, and we want to get back to the base. Well, as long as you're not super precious about your levels, you basically just place down your ender chest, pop all the things that you want to keep in there. It's a wide assortment of very valuable items, as you can see. Take the time to remove it with a throwaway pickaxe, or punch it. Wait, can you even punch ender chests? They might be indestructible. You know, oh, no, it's not, it's going! I'm gonna see this through. That was entirely pointless and probably hurt some people's feelings. So all of my items are safely in the Ender Void, and then all we have to do is die. And we respawn back in the safety of our secret base. Now, obviously, the benefit of this is that you can do this anywhere in the world, even if you're a million miles away. But obviously, there are some downsides that you will lose your levels and you will lose an ender chest inevitably. Pretty cool, and I think a technique that's often underutilized. Now, there's one last one that I want to show you, but it's, how do I put it? Frustrating. This last one is a little bit frustrating, and it actually works best if you have a cave base deep underground, because using the chorus fruit will select a random area around you to teleport into. Now, you can obviously use this to teleport into your secret base. However, there's lots more options than just my secret base. What I've got just to demonstrate this, and maybe with a bit of luck we'll get in, is imagine this is your mine shaft, and then you just eat the chorus fruit and fail. See, if you were underground and there was only those blocks available, you would teleport straight into your base, as that's the only blocks there. So let's see if we can get in with a little bit of luck. So this one is a little bit on the frustrating side. Let's play how many chorus fruit is this going to take. Hey, okay, there we go. So there are some interesting ways to get inside a secret base, secret room, whatever you like. I sincerely hope that at least one of these is news to you and gets you excited about hiding your base. If somehow you knew every single one of these, colour me impressed, and thank you for watching the video anyway. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it, and goodbye.